What's good, folks? Justin Dunlop here. Today on Bill with Jay, we're going to talk about your mental health, men's mental health. Isn't it wild how evil the governments and the media and the world is, where they'll celebrate everything else, but when men's mental health rolls around, you don't hear a whisper about it, man. You don't need to have a month to celebrate anything, a day to celebrate anything. If you want to reach out to someone, reach out to them. Let them know you love them, man. Show some kindness, because you never know the day someone's having. Everybody's in a battle, man. Doesn't matter if you're on top, on the bottom, or in the middle. You're in a battle. You're fighting for your life, and you got to fight for your life. Everything's your mindset, man. When people are negative, they're stuck in a victim mentality. Men, especially women, they like to, in relationships. And you got to ask yourself as well, why are you staying with these type of women and meeting them over and over again? You got to start to learn, like I did, establish boundaries. Once you spot the red flags, that's over. Cut it off. But as I was saying, I digress. A lot of women like to be stuck in an irrational, emotional state of victimhood, of victim mentality. Men do it too. You're just coping. It's a coping mechanism to justify your dysfunction. And in this world of chaos and confusion, if you live in dysfunction, you have zero mental clarity. That's destructive. You got to destroy the old you before it destroys you, I'm telling you. So anything you say to your subconscious, I can't, I won't, it's so strong and powerful, it's going to look to reinforce that into you. And that's why people get anxious, nervous, all those negative things. It's, you guys sit there and tell yourself, listen, what I know is I will try. I'm going to do it. I might fail along the way, but success is never absent of failure, pardon me. So be kind to yourself. Accept the premise that you do deserve love. Love yourself. Love God. At the gym today, before I went in, one of the guys that I see every day is like myself, strong guy, bigger guy with muscles, He's telling me how he feels so tired. And I said, brother, it's no coincidence we're talking like this. This is God speaking to us, because God knows I'm tired, man. This is why I try and create this community, to help other people out, because it helps me too. Every time I'm talking to you, I'm reinforcing it into myself. I listen as I speak. That's why I don't say things randomly anymore. I'm more reserved, because I don't want to regret something I said. So I just don't say anything, and I think first. But in saying that, I get it. People are tired, man. Don't conflate loneliness with being alone. God's there, man. If you got nobody, you got to get into a community somehow. Call a helpline. Don't be shy. Go out and just say hi to 20 people. One or two of those people, just by the law of average, is going to say hi back. I could tell you, when I was healing from my divorce, it's about 7 months it took. And I just went down to the lake. Went down to the beach, got sun, placed myself around nature with animals. A lot of healing, a lot of exercise, a lot of introspection, a lot of focus on growth and self-improvement. One thing I got to tell you too is that everybody's so angry and stressed out, man. It takes years off your life. The reason why I invest in my body, going to the gym and lifting heavy circles all day, every day, is because that's what helps build your body's trauma processing unit. The physically stronger you are will enable your mental and spiritual and emotional side to be better at mitigating those circumstances of trauma. And for those of you guys that are looking to have kids, think about this. You got to think about the lady you get with, man, because genetically it's been proven that whatever trauma that you and your lady haven't recovered from and let go and healed, that gets encoded in that new child's DNA. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to do that to a child, man. I'm breaking the generational curses, and so should you. It's time for you to do it. You know, instead of sitting there and saying, why me? Say, well, what is this trying to tell me? You know what? Shit happens, man. What are you going to do? You got to grow resilient, got to grow a thick skin. If someone's words hold agency over your mental well-being, you've already lost, brother. It makes me laugh when I see people flip the bird at people in a car, or people just getting so upset over little things now. And I used to be that way. You know, I don't think maturity comes with age. It comes with a lot of pain. Pain's inevitable. Suffering is a choice. You know, it's you got to harden yourself out there, man. You can't sit there and wallow and lament in sadness, because that's the frequency you're going to be stuck on. And I'll tell you right now, you get stuck in that loop, it's hard to get out. That's a tall climb, I'm telling you. And if you're not strong enough as it is, good luck. One last thing I wanted to touch about is anger. Listen to me when I tell you this. Anger is punishment we give to ourselves for other people's poor behavior towards us. It goes back to giving people agency over their words and their actions towards you. It's not worth it, man. Just let it go. Anybody who's going to be with you will be there, and anybody who's not is not. Men, when it comes to women, you got to think about, you know, and I was guilty of it too. I had the worst mother. That's a whole different time story. But my childhood was full of neglect, abuse, malnourishment. I could sit here and say, you know what? That happened, and I can create a shell as an excuse, but excuses are only excuses. It's coping. It's crap. You can sit there and have the right mindset, like I always preach, and say, you know what? This happened. I'm going to be better than this. And I'm going to be the person that I needed. Be the man that you prayed for, that you needed to rescue you. So God forbid that happens to someone else in your life. You know what to do to stop it. At least mitigate it. Don't punish yourself, man. When it comes to resentment, it's disgusting behavior, abhorrent. That weight, that burden is so heavy. I felt it. And the other person doesn't feel it at all. It's only you carrying that. Life is already heavy enough. Don't carry another burden. Don't add to it. Think about your mind, body, soul as a bank, in a sense. The more deposits you put into it with laughter, love, kindness, exercise, good food, nutrition-wise, sleeping, solid sleep, you know, prayer, meditation, mindfulness, gratitude. That's all deposits into the bank. You'll be richer, enriched immensely. The more you get stuck with a negative mindset where, you know, you live with regret, resentment, bitterness, negativity, anxiety, nervousness, all those garbage traits, they're withdrawals. Now, common sense wise, the more deposits than withdrawals, the safer you are. Always remember, money is not the end goal. It's the freedom that it buys. And it's unfortunate that this world revolves around so, but you know what? You gotta hustle, man. You gotta hustle in all factions. Hustling doesn't just mean money. Hustling means as well, you know, hustle for your health, hustle for your mindset, hustle for your brothers that are in your community that, you know, not everybody's going to be on the up at the same time. So when one falls down a bit, you can pick them up, and vice versa. how you treat people goes a long way. They may not, how do I put this? They may not or may never tell you as such, but trust me, people hold you with high regard if you're kind to them, you're gentle and patient. My past relationship after my divorce, I was ultimately patient with her, never raised my voice, unconditional love and support, helped her out financially when she needed it, always supportive. And you know what? Even that wasn't good enough. And having her tell me, I wish I met you when I was healed, because then this would have lasted. There was nothing wrong with you. Your love was something I wasn't ready for. It's too strong. Don't get discouraged if someone says that to you. For a minute, I was in my feelings about it, and I said, I know better. You know what? That's understandable. When someone's living in chaos and dysfunction and hurt, love is a tough thing to accept. I know, man. I know. I'll never forget the day when she told me I can accept love. I bawled. And it was tough for me, man. Because you know what? I don't hate my ex-wife. I don't want to waste time hating in life, man. Not anymore. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of my soul. It eats away at you. You can't repress your anger. You can't even have anger. You got to learn how to deal with your emotions and sort them out. It's called being a man. No one's coming to save you, short of God. You have to save yourself. And thank God that we're here with the tools to be equipped to do it. And, for any of you guys going through, I'll leave this again. For any of you guys going through separation or divorce, or even already went through it and having a hard time, just reach out to me, man. On my socials are Instagram, Justin Dunlop 9, Build with J. X, formerly known as Twitter, and YouTube, JNovax1, JYNOVAX1. You can figure out the name why I picked that. Also remember, nuance is everything. Understand that people aren't necessarily malicious. They're just limited. They're limited because they lack cognitive function. Their reasoning is only as good as what it takes to help them cope. And if you can remember that, you can afford to be a little bit more kinder and patient with each other. And hey, man, you know what? The circle just gets smaller. That's the fact of life. But appreciate those and let them know you love them. You deserve love. And don't ever let things get too far ahead where you forget to live in the present. It's a gift for a reason. Don't go visit the past too long. You'll get stuck there. And don't look to the future. It hasn't happened. You want to talk about faith in people who don't have it. Setting your alarm clock for the next day when it's not guaranteed is a pretty wild concept. You'll demonstrate faith in that, but you won't demonstrate faith in your creator, man. You know what? But that's their prerogative. Who am I to judge anybody or tell anybody what to think? Anyways, I hope you gained something from this. Feel free to leave comments. I appreciate everybody's support. I see the channel's growing. If there's anything you want to discuss, if you want me to start doing lives once the viewership goes up a bit more, I could do that. We're just sorting ourselves out to be better equipped to handle life's curveballs, man. And take care of yourself, brothers. That's all I could say, man. Don't believe in the lies of the world. Reject all evils. And listen to me, if you are going through a divorce, remember this. Save yourself. Save the man, not the marriage. The marriage has been done. Come to accept that harsh reality. It's going to hurt. I'm not going to lie. It hurts. I'm not going to lie. Also, too, remember, the same woman that you married is not the same one divorcing you. You accept those realities and you can move on in peace. Protect your peace. Salute.